Hi guys, it's Sonelias and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. We're kind of going to carry on from the end of the last saved game, which of course was at the end of episode 2. So this is going to be episode 3 of the intro or the tutorial, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, at this particular point in time, we're trying to basically make sure we get as much money as we can. As you can see, we are at the top of this path here, and it looks like lots of people have died here, unfortunately. Now, dried fruit luckily lasts a long time. There's some money to be gotten here, it looks like, which is not really that nice to do, but if that means I can get at least a little bit more money for the start, that would be amazing. I don't think there's anything major to be found here, but it looks like it's a massive place where people were slaughtered. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't want to really spend all that much time here. Let's just double check. How hungry am I? I'm not hungry at all, which is perfect. Look at all these people, entrails, etc. Not really what we're hoping for. Anyways, we discovered a shrine here. I'm still in Rovna. I need to basically make my way towards the other side there. Other things I will do. I'm looking for another person to be here. I believe there's another person not too far up the road who's currently looting bodies. Yeah, let me just make my way around the bushes here. Try to grab him from behind. I'm going to make my way around this house here. Is that a chest I see here? It looks like a chest at least.
Well now, look what's come crawling out.
Alright, this is like a guide to armed combat. Let's take a quick screenshot of that and let's get going. Oh. Where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? Alright, let's pick up the item. Let's mercy kill him. Ouch. Okay. Alright, let's have a look. What is there to loot on this guy? So, as you can see, he's got a couple of different items in there. He's got a leather jerkin. Interesting. Requires a certain level of charisma for me to be able to wear it, and so on. Right, 1 second here. Apologies about that. Just had the sun starting to come into my eyes, and I didn't really think that was suitable. Anyways, these items here, particularly this one is not the heaviest. This is quite heavy to wear, to be honest. So if I look at what I got, light padded armor here. Light gabardine, that's relatively similar, so I'm just going to leave that as is for the time being. Sorry about that, just I was having trouble with the actual level of light. It's getting to be quite bright here, and this is quite a dark scene, so being able to see that has been a bit of a problem. Let's have a quick look at these bodies. There's nothing really that remarkable to be found in there. So, this should be a fast travel point if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I can't fast travel at this point in time, it says. Am I overloaded, really? Okay, I don't think I want to carry this around, to be honest. So I'm going to drop that. So what else is heavy that I'm carrying? Well, that light padded armor is of course heavy, as you can see. This is quite a heavy item as well. What is this? Oh, a hunter's sword. Okay, well let's drop that as well. I don't really need that. I'm currently using this one here. least I got about 10 pounds or 10 kilograms of carrying capacity I can do something with. Now, it looks like at the church, of course, everybody was slaughtered, which it's not really that nice to have happening to people. But I'm just wondering, is there maybe something else in the church? Can I get into the church somehow? Is there an entrance way here? Just wondering, can I maybe get some more items from here by looking for them in the church? Okay, there is, of course, a door on the church, and the door is locked. So that doesn't really help me any bit at all. Right, I'm making my way down once again. Sorry about that. And as you can see, my stamina drops, which is perfectly fine. No problems with that whatsoever. This is where I met the guy that we basically just dealt with as such. Shall I cross the bridge or should I carry on here? Let me just carry on here, to be honest. That's probably the better approach to take.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, there's a man hanging there, which is great. Don't know who it is, but yeah, lovely. At least it sets the scene quite interestingly, yeah. Just makes you wonder, are these all bandits are doing this here, or is it just a particular person, or just the enemy army that did that? That's still up in the air, we don't know. If I'm not mistaken, oh, there we go. Is that right? Is there another guy looting people there? Hold on, let me just double check. I'm not actually here with my arrows and such in hand, am I? Let me equip that, and let me equip the bow. At least I put a cross up here for someone.
Sweet Jesus. It's the charcoal burner.
Dried mushrooms, and of course there's the cart itself. I don't think there's anything in the cart, to be honest. No. It just looks like it's mostly been looted here as such. Right, so where are we? We're getting closer to town.
No! Leave me be! Don't kill me. I have nothing.
We still see him in front of us, just I don't know exactly where in front of us he is. Is that robber as well or not? I'm not quite sure.
So it was you! No!
Right, so he's trying to get away from me.
Mercy! I yelled!
Really?
Please don't kill me!
No, forget it. Now you die.
You beast!
Hey, hold on. Where do you think you're going? Well, let's loot him. Oh, there's a dagger there. That's good. Money and yellow hoses. Interesting. Do I need the yellow ones? I'm not sure. Ah well, can just as well take them along. Did I find my arrows here again? Yeah, it was a stolen item, so am I stealing it again if I'm basically picking it up from the floor? I guess I am. Alright. So, where are we? We're up here, wow. I really need to make my way down there again, because in reality I need to be down there to really find one of the chests. There's a chest down there, which we can actually loot as such. So that's what we'll be doing in just a second. We'll be looting a chest. Does that look like flooded plains in front of me? I'm not quite sure. Anyways, I'm running, so I'm kind of running out of breath here. And my stamina will recover for a little while. Yeah, that should do quite nicely.
Well, it looks some pouring out from under some rock.
Alright, so my mace level has increased, which is great. Leather jerkin. Okay, so what does that give me potentially? That's a quite valuable item, as you can see. Noble's shoes. Plate. Hooters. Okay. Interesting. Let's have a quick look. Am I wearing plate cooters already or anything of that sort? Ah, perfect. An extra bit of armor to wear. Always welcome. So we're right over here. I'm actually going to cut through to the left. Alright, so nothing here. A damsel, a lady. Right. So let's jump over there. I want to make my way across that bridge that we saw there. Come on, bandages, always welcome. But before I do anything of that sort, let's do a quick save, because yeah, I want to make sure I don't perish, because this is a point where we could potentially perish. Looks like we reached a new level in drinking. I don't necessarily want to jeopardize anything here. There is a chest down here that we basically can do something with. And if I play this just right, I might be able to maybe kill a guy in here, I hope. That didn't really do much. Can I open the door? No, I cannot. check if there's an extra entrance here. I believe there might be. Just check it out, just to be careful. Really careful here if I can. I'm quite sure that this is some kind of stronghold for the bandits. Oops, I kind of fell down there almost. Out of here. Alright, let's get out of here and let's actually swap weapons as well. Okay.
You're dead.
Ouch, like I said, this is going to be a bit of a rough one. Particularly if I cannot put up my shield.
Take that!
Which makes this a lot harder.
This will be easy.
Alright, not really what I'm hoping for. I'm going to try this maybe 2 or 3 times to see if I can take them down. But no, as you can see, I'm basically died here. Alright, let's carry on. So, yeah, like I said, that is a bandit stronghold. It, surprisingly, as soon as the game reloads, it is light here. At least it's not raining anymore.
Hey, who's there?
Right.
What have we got here? Entertainment! Great! No more fooling around! Ugh!
Don't stop.
Ouch. Okay, that didn't work. Not, at least not as I'd hoped, but okay. Final time. If I don't have any luck here at all this time, actually let's not do a final time. Let's just get the stuff I'm meant to be getting from here, which is in this chest down here. Ouch, and I fell. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of nice money and so forth in here, which is of course great. A bailiff's mace. Now, is there a strength requirement on there? There's charisma 14. A necklace, a silver ring. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, I'm currently overburdened, as you can see. So that kind of means I can drop the other one. As you can see, I'm able to equip this, so that's great. So I did have the other one here somewhere. I can, of course, ooh, that's the expensive one that we don't want to lose, really. Spiked club. Let's drop that one. That's £3 worth of weight. I'm conspicuous at the moment. That's interesting. So I've got this big sword here that I'm carrying around. Let's have a quick look at all the heavier stuff that I'm carrying around. So the light padded armor, that's underneath, of course, the... Actually, that's my main armor. The outer garment is just something over the top. And then, of course, I got a shield with the Tomberg crest. Ah. Brigandine. Okay. That's interesting. That actually will help me stay protected when I'm actually engaging these guys here. This one's quite expensive as well, but this is really nice. Aachen Dyed Brigandine. Right, maybe I can try doing this once more. I sound a lot more noisy now, don't I? Oh yeah, one thing to bear in mind. I cannot sprint whilst I'm overloaded. So it might be sensible to maybe drop some of my stuff at the bridge here. I'm doing it right in the middle of the bridge here, so at least I can basically easily find it. So I'm at 86 out of 87. Great, that's exactly what I need. No
The answer
stuff.
to my prayer. Just when I want
All right.
to vent my rage.
Call that combat! This come here, lily liver.
Dopice!
Oh dear, did that hurt? You're weak at the knees,
Ouch. Okay, so no, that's not really what we're looking for. And yeah, I probably should have gone with my gut instinct here. Just don't engage them. The level's far too high compared to where I am. So anyways, let's drop, of course, this item here. I can X that. Bye-bye. Okay. Right, I'm going to pick up all of these items here. Now, I do want to make sure I've got this one equipped. Because in reality that looks to be one of the better weapons I've got. Right, I know I'm overloaded, so it's going to take a little while longer to get back to base. Alright, like I said, it's going to take a little while longer. Yes, I cannot run. That's what it clearly says. Now, I do need to find my way to the entrance, which unfortunately is there. There's only one entrance open at this point in the actual game. Typically, there's 3 entrances, but yeah, at the moment it's just purely restricted to the one. So that's that encampment, or actually that's one, some of my friends' home actually, but now it's being used by bandits as an encampment. So, anything else we can find here that's of interest? Possibly. There's lots and lots of rain falling, isn't it? Oh yes, I can of course equip this one as well. Alright, let's keep on making our way forward. Now, unfortunately, I cannot access my horse at this point. Yeah, so the horse is inaccessible at this point. So we're going to have to do this without a horse. Yeah, we're slowly making our way around the hill on which the actual town, the main town itself, is located. Yeah, I cannot sprint. I cannot run either. So sprinting or running, it doesn't distinguish between the two, as you can see, which is a bit of a pity. So you might have noticed I'm actually using my mace at the moment as being the main weapon. And I do that on purpose because the mace has got more penetrating power against things like armor. So if I'm facing an armored opponent, it basically means I can still hurt them because, of course, it's a blunt weapon. And blunt weapons will still do damage to armored opponents. Right, making my way up the hill here. I cannot pass through this section there, so yeah, doing the best I can here. Is that near the entrance? It's near one of the entrances. It's not the entrance I'm actually going to use. It's one of the entrances, so yeah, we're making our way along this side of the hill here. What we got there? Is that a person? No. Is it? Really? No? No. No, it kind of looked like a person, but it's only a tree trunk. Alright, so no joy there. Never mind. All is fine. It's a woodcutter's camp. I can still not sprint, as you can see. Yeah. The interface puts that little note up on the screen. Just going to check out this little house here, just to see if there's anything interesting to find. No, there's not. So let's make our way towards the entrance to town. So if I look at my journal at this point, it still says find your parents, which is really the main bit we're supposed to do at this point. Alright, that's fine. Is this the main entrance into town? I'm not sure. This looks to be blocked off, isn't it? Yeah, unfortunately this is blocked off, so let's take the other entrance. It's a bit of a pity that we cannot take this entrance, because it just means more walking, which is a bit annoying, particularly when you cannot run. So it kind of stretches this entire section here. It makes it far, far longer than you'd want it to be. But we'll make do. We will make do. Right, we're still walking along the edge of the town's walls. And there's meant to be another entrance here. You see, of course, all those bits of ash and so forth flying out of town. I believe there's a few more people that were basically killed over here. Lady carrying onions, bread, apples, etc., etc. Again, more people dead here, which doesn't really help. Oh yeah, you might remember I basically picked up a necklace and such as well. So let's figure out what that necklace and the ring actually do for us. Now there's a treasure map that we bought. We did buy, of course, a necklace. Does that do anything? Okay, just flaunts my wealth. Great. No, not really ideal. Yeah, never mind. That's fine. And of course, we got the dagger. Now, the dagger itself, of course, is a weapon that we'll need to be able to use to be able to take out enemies from stealth. But that really, really kills them. It doesn't just take them out, it actually properly kills them. Right, so I'm wearing a ring, I'm wearing a necklace, I'm wearing everything I could find here.
Bailiff, he didn't run like me. He died with a sword in his hand.
Let's get that bandage as well. Again, any bandage, of course, is valuable. Groschen, let's take 1 groschen from him. Yes. And of course, he's got a sword called Shard. Yes, it's one muddy mess over here. We're We're going to come back into this particular alley shortly. We first need to find my parents. And then we're going to deal.
Side and he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon them like me.
Nope, you didn't abandon anything. Alright, cool. So...
No. Why? Not you. It wasn't supposed to be you, Bianca. Just wait a minute. I'll take care of my parents.
Indeed, we won't leave her behind. That's the whole plan. Let's have a quick look. Can I make my way into any of these buildings, or are they all locked, empty, etc., etc.? I don't see anything of value in here, but then again, it's quite dark in here, quite muggy. I cannot jump whilst overloaded. Okay, that really doesn't help. So what we'll do shortly, we'll make our way slowly towards our house, but along the way we'll basically come across our parents. Which in itself is not a big problem. So we basically found Bianca, and unfortunately Bianca died. Right, there we find the bodies of my parents. I'm going to cut through this a little bit. Right, so basically we're making a vow here that we're going to find whoever did this. Yes, we found my parents. Great. Thanks. Ma and Pa. Right, so what do we got here? We're supposed to find a spade at this point. I believe the spade is in this section here. There we go, cutscene.
Get away, you must.
Right, so we're going to get engaged in a conversation. This is a guy that's trying to rob someone.
Seems to me that dog...
Am I?
You think I'm as bad...
The pt.
That's right! Turn tail and run, you bastard!
Right, never mind. Let's get rid of that. I don't need to carry that at the moment. I just need to basically appease the dog here.
Easy there, boy. You know me. Your good master won't be leaving missing.
Yes. Yes, let's give him some of that meat that we just picked up. You also want a sausage? I'm happy to give you a sausage. If I can find the sausage, there it is. Ah, forget about the sausage. Alright, nut. We're going to pick up our spade. Yes. So what is the quest that we got at this particular point in time? It's basically homecoming. No side quests. I've done a couple of these already, as you can see. Dig a grave under the linden tree and bury your parents. Well, that makes perfect sense, I guess. Look at all these arrows sticking out of the ground here. There's people having been just fired upon and slaughtered. Ah well, we'll make the best of things. So let's make our way towards the linden tree. And the linden tree, of course, is right next to our own house. Once we get to our house, I will be able to, of course, pick up the other items that actually are still left in the house. Now, there will be some items of my thievery that I did early on in the game. So in episode 1, as you might remember, I did a bit of thievery. I know I didn't do the full recording for everything I did, but I did do some thievery. I basically stole from some people there. And of course I took that all along. So what we're going to do in a second, we're going to basically open up every one of the chests that are here. Nice. Okay, so let's open up the chest itself. Ah, Henry's beta dice. And again, there's of course a book here that we can read. We're going to take everything from there. I cannot jump, so I'm struggling with some of these little bits here. But as you can see, I've got a pretty good selection of stuff in here already. Alright, let's take all of these bits with me. I won't just be a little bit overburdened, I'll be massively overburdened, as you will see. Do I want to take the axe? Is that my dad's axe? No, it's not my dad's axe. Let's take it anyways. Let's just take it all. That's probably far easier. Yes, I'm now massively overburdened, as you will see. You'll see that little icon with the stone on my back. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what we're talking about there.
You're gonna like it.
So we're gonna basically find the spade. Where is the spade? There we go. Can I click on the floor here? Yes. So we started digging. We're basically digging the hole in the ground to be able to bury my parents right next to the house where they brought me up. The mutt comes over, trying to comfort me. And we're basically going to skip that tiny bit. But what we're basically getting to see now is basically a part.
Smash his head in!
Ouch. Okay, well, this particular part you cannot avoid. So the guy that basically ran away earlier, when he was trying to basically, of course, go and loot the butcher, that's the guy that's here.
You should have listened to me.
And luckily, we will be rescued here. And that's the sword that my father has been working on.
He's going to like it.
Nice.
It's new, isn't it? And now, for the maiden bloodletting.
Yeah, the maiden bloodletting of the sword.
Your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer.
Right, okay.
Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey,
Yep.
go fuckers!
Yeah. Teresa coming to the rescue. And we'll see a lot more of Teresa later on in the game. So yeah,
Game's
good fun. And that's where the soldiers of Tarnberg come into the rescue. And they are being cut down bit by bit, and we fall unconscious. So at this point in the game, we unfortunately have lost the sword that basically was made for Sir Radzik. And this is really where the proper titles for the game come into play. This is really where the introduction is over. We will be brought over to a town on the other side of the map. So we're currently, I believe, on the eastern or the northeastern side of the map. We will be brought over to the western side of the map, where we have to start a new living. But yeah, I don't want to waste your time with this in reality. But yeah, it's a nice scene to go through this. And to be honest, I love the graphics. It looks really, really nice. Anyways, we're going to skip through that. Next bit. Again, they're just making their way over the horizon. And look at this. Teresa has basically got herself a horse and carriage. And she's bringing us to the mill that is run by her uncle. It's a long way to get there. So yeah, it'll be a while before we get there. So lots of scenes of her driving the carriage to a castle. And Henry is, still asleep. Or still unconscious, still not in a good state. He will have to be nursed back to good health. This truly looks medieval, doesn't it? Basically executioner's blocks and basically towns built in this particular way. Or cities maybe I should call them, because they're fortified cities really. That's the mill that's run by her uncle. And that's where, I believe he's called Miller Pashek. He will basically be the guy that basically pays for all of this whilst we're being nursed back to health. Now, Teresa can, during the course of the game, of course, become our girlfriend if we want to. We'll work our way through that, but at this point we're basically having nightmares. Quest started. Interesting. Awaken. We'll need to basically make our way through this. Anyways, I think this is, once we basically make our way out of here, it'll be a great time for us to really call it a day.
Itt épp egy malacka tévedt a disztölésre. Végeztek, genyó!
Ouch, that doesn't really help. And again, we go unconscious here.
Do you need some help?
So we're going through all these nightmares, all the scenes that basically are being revisited. I don't want to basically, go through all of that. I basically just want to get really to the nitty-gritty. And if I'm not mistaken, we are about to wake up at this point.
It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry.
So this is a moment when, she looks like she's been working out in the yard.
Yeah, I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
Wow.
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
All right.
Where am I?
Yeah, so we're going in and out of consciousness.
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them.
All right, so at least we're basically setting this scene here.
Don't
Now,
worry.
bear in mind, this is this episode is pretty much done. We're just basically still recording this last scene. It's basically kind of the introduction to the game that we're basically just finishing up here. So, in a second, I'll basically save the game and we're basically going to call it a day.
You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh.
And again, we're going to go to sleep again in a second.
The beating you took.
Yeah, so guys, if you want to cut off, feel free to. But yeah, if you guys like these kind of episodes, then feel free, of course, to maybe subscribe or basically just set the ring bell so at least we can see, or at least you can see again when the next episode is there. How did you find me? What were you doing in Skalitz?
What in the world were you...
Waiting to...
What?
All
They
right.
killed them.
They're all dead.
All of them. And after that...
Don't say that.
No, there isn't.
How did you manage to...
You were lucky. I tried to distract them, but...
Okay.
Searching for me?
Yes?
So Divish promised Sir
Right.
Radzik he'd... Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime,
Yep, we're still very, very weak. And then even later, time progresses. Is this the final point?
How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Quarter.
Your sense of... I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really... You can stay until you find somewhere else to live.
All right.
But my uncle will want payment.
And this is your uncle?
We're in Rattay Mill.
I've been lying.
Uncle will be pleased he's one man.
Well enough
Right.
to do what has to be done.
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up...
I know Sir Radzik,
Right.
and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to.
If you insist. But you've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you. And for
I've been lying
Okay.
here 2 weeks.
a
Wow.
fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave.
I owe you both my life. And I'll repay...
All right. But before you go...
All right, so this is the point where I'm actually going to save the game and basically going to call it quits. Guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And like I said, subscribe if you want to see more of these kind of episodes. And of course, click the like button if you basically liked this particular episode. Anyways, in the meantime, take care and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.